G'day, check mic. Oh, check the mic, check the mic. G'day, check mic. Oh. Good morning all. Do you know, I'm running a little bit behind with my videos, and this would normally be a Trucking Tuesday, and because I'm off for a few days for Ride 6, I figured I would come on and do a Trucking Tuesday live, and because I'm going to be playing Ride 6 this afternoon, I thought actually I'll do a live, probably Jack Marston tomorrow with Wild West Wednesday. But I hope everyone is well. I've got a cup of tea. I have got heavy cargo for Trucking Tuesday. Of course, we are waiting waiting on the update. Said it was coming early February, but there's scrolled through this morning that it's they're still working on the hot fixes and they're still working on the patches, and so it's still imminent for February, but at the moment it hasn't dropped, so made sense to just sort of jump on really quickly. This is going to be a super chill. Oh, let's take the handbrake off. Rookie. It's only been a month. I think it's been about a month since I've been back on heavy cargo. We're rocking the Thrustmaster 248 today, and yeah, it's 8:30 in the morning. It's literally like a real work day, this is, and leaving the yard, and we're travelling down to our first job. But I hope everyone is well on this Trucking Tuesday. Like I said, no Trucking Tuesday video. Well, there is a video. This is it, and then next week we'll get back to a normal schedule where you'll have the normal sort of long form videos that I normally put out on a Trucking Tuesday and Wild West Wednesday. But it's a beautiful day in heavy cargo. Oh, bear with, hold on. My TV has decided to put up a menu that I didn't want. Okay, are we left or right here? I've been driving Farming Simulator 25 with the Scottish map, and it's been a real pleasure to drive on the left-hand side rather than the right-hand side. So always quite strange when you're travelling. Of course, that's certainly going to be a thing with Euro Truck Driver, because we'll be changing from left in the UK to right with Europe. But yeah, super chill. As I said, I've got a cup of tea. We're going to travel down to our first job and sort of see how it all goes, really. I don't have waffle. Oh god, here comes the rain. What's the oh no, that's handbrake. I had to get the wipers going. There you go. Look, it's been a month. Good morning, Jamie. Hope you're well. Good day. I hope you're well. How'd you put the bloody wipers on then? I've forgotten. It says different speeds in there. Literally, I've forgotten. That's left and right. That's back up and down. You'd have to go to the menu. This is the trouble when you put games down, and it's like it's the first day on my job. But good morning, Jamie. Hope you're well. Let's just watch this brown car. We'll have this one before the white BMW comes round. It's now we're suddenly on a rainy Tuesday morning. But yeah, good day, Jamie. Hope you're well. Thought I'd have a bit of a break from Ride 6. Normally do a trucking video on Tuesdays, and I thought I'm running a bit behind with them, so I thought I'd jump on, do a live stream. We'll jump on for an hour. That's a bit of a stutter, isn't it? Could be my internet. Hopefully the internet will hold up. One of the reasons I don't do live streams is because I live right down on the southeast coast. I'm just 3 streets away from the sea, and the internet here is not the best. It takes me an age to upload or download, and yeah, we'll head to our first. No, it was a sunny day when we left the depot this morning. Straight over here, so we should be able to grab that lane. If that white car can smidge over a bit, we can whip up the inside. Ah, you bastard, look at those lights. That's okay, I'll get a chance to grab a bit of my tea as I sit here in my van. But I think we'll be on for maybe an hour, maybe an hour and a half, which normally my trucking video is only about 20 minutes. So, you know, the internet is just as bad here when you don't live in the big city. Okay. Yeah, it's... when I lived in Birmingham, my internet, I was literally on the cheapest internet there was. TalkTalk. Was it TalkTalk? Yeah, I think it was TalkTalk. And the internet was brilliant. It was literally brilliant. But I'm on Sky now. Now I know the Fat Cat Caravan also is on Sky, and he struggles with the same thing. But funny enough, he actually lives in Birmingham now. So now we're going to go and pick up this job. It's a job that I don't think I've done before. So I think maybe, what's that, a photo opportunity there we can do? Is it worth doing that photo opportunity? Because I still think I haven't done, you know, I haven't ploughed hundreds of hours into this game. Like, I've definitely put more into on the road than I have heavy cargo. With the new updates coming, it's going to be interesting. And you know, there's one thing about this map, it's way more sort of twisty and turny than on the road, because on the road really is kind of like big open roads where you're able to kind of set in and set some cruise control. But with this map, I feel like it's a lot more condensed, and we spoke about it on videos before about how splitting the franchise this way may have seemed like a good thing from the start, but you know, I'm sure they're going to come good. They're a company that wants to succeed, and if you take a look at them, really, in the with the pinnacle of what we have on the PS5 at the moment, because Alaskan's full of bugs, and what else do you have? Truck logistics, the map is just so tiny. Right, let's try and bring those wipers down a bit. I'm sure there's a hotkey for this. And this should be our first job. So a little drive down to from our yard this morning where it was sunny. Of course, isn't this getting a graphical update as well? Because I always thought the graphics on this game was actually quite good. So there it is over there. Should we park up in the car park and do it all proper like? Let's have a look. Have you checked out the bike list in Ride 6? Not sure, but it seems a few older bikes are missing. I haven't. I did hear yesterday that the... Here comes the rain again, look. I did hear yesterday that apparently Ride 6 has the biggest catalogue of bikes in all of the Ride series, which I thought was interesting. Oh, how do I just kill that throttle? There we go. So yeah, so that's definitely a thing. We're going to run because it's raining.
Delivered to the Velslow power station, we are now taking them to Stedhane because they are needed there. Depressing, I know, but once you've joined the motorway just after Velslow, you're out of the woods.
Okay, so I've never done this one before. Misguided. After the wrong pipes are delivered, we have to go for the power station. We're now taking them to Stedhane. So let's just check out your comment a second, Jamie. Have you checked out the bike list in Ride 6? Not sure, but it seems a few older bikes are missing. I'm not sure on this also, but yesterday, I don't know if you have the game, you've got like a new dealership where all the bikes, well, where you think all the bikes are, and then you've got a used dealership. Now, I think some of those, in the used dealership, it's just like Gran Turismo, so it seems to refresh every 8 hours. and you get a new set of bikes. Because yesterday I bought like a 1994 RVF Honda, which I remember back in the day, the RVF Honda. I also bought a 1985 something. I bought a 2005 Kawasaki Ninja. So maybe some of those older bikes are locked away behind the used car, not used bike dealership. So did you pick up Ride 6 in the end? Of course, obviously it's still 100 notes if you want to early access. It's I'm going to be streaming Ride 6 this afternoon at some point, because I've really gotten into it, to be honest. So here we are, raining. We'll have a quick check around the track, because I always think the rain sounds really really loud. Welcome to my live streams where I get all my words all mixed up, and normally I do a bit of a better job when I put a long form video together. But live streaming, man, it's not easy. I don't find it particularly easy, live streaming. Because I make mistakes and stuff, you know. We'll have some lights, that's fine. That's the bloody horn. Handbrake. How do I get up the Oh, that's the horn. How do I... Oh, for goodness sake. It cannot be that bad. Let's check out the controls a minute. Hold on. Options. Hold on, what's going on here? Hold on. Vitty. No. Holy cow, Vitty. Whoa. Fuck. Hi, Assassin's King. I hope you're well. Vitty, I know you, yeah, sorry, I know you normally do that to the Fat Cat Caravan, and I literally, I don't know what to say. Your kindness is beyond fathomable, and I've never seen anything like that. You're I'm gonna have to come and check out your channel or repay you in some way. I don't think. That's knocked the wind out of me. What have you done here? You've sent 50 Slow and Steady Gaming 364 gift memberships. 50. Right, Bitty. Yes, I'm completely blown away by that. That's I've got some T-shirts coming. So I would like to send you a Slow and Steady SAS Crew T-shirt. I would like to, so I need to reach out to you some way. Hold on a second. Why has that done that? That's absolutely. Oh, what's going on here? Sorry. Oh God, do you know when you do a live stream? Some reason. My TV is connected to the internet. I'm going to come back to Vitty. Right. Okay, hold on. Bear with me. I've not disappeared. My TV... everything's happening on this live stream, and I thought I'd have a good stream today. And right, okay, are we back? We're back. Right, Vitty, I literally, I don't know what to say. That's beyond crazy, and I would like to. I would genuinely like to send you a T-shirt. I'll try and reach out to you some way. I need to get a Discord going. At least then I can message people privately. So I might try and achieve that this afternoon. But Vitty, please do look out for my Discord in the next couple of days, so I can at least send you a T-shirt. Your kindness is beyond crazy, and yeah, I don't know what to say. As Jamie said, you're an absolute legend for doing that. That's, for a new channel like me, for someone who is still finding my way in this land of YouTube and trying to put out like good content as best I can. Yeah, that's just beyond crazy. So I genuinely thank you. Okay, I'm back now. I just want to say a massive thank you to Vitty. I've never seen or experienced anything like that in the way of. I'm 50 years old, man, and to see anything like that. I'm a very new YouTube channel. I try to put out the best I can in the way that I try and do some quality, and I try and make it interesting. I you know I'm such a small channel on Vitty. It's genuinely such a you've actually made me completely speechless. I've been meaning to put together some sort of Discord so I can at least interact with some of the members, and I need to do that now because I would like to send Vitty I would like to send you a slow and steady SAS crew. It's got the slow and steady logo on the top left hand corner of the t-shirt. On the back, it's got SAS Crew, and it's got Trucks, Bikes, and Horses, Slow and Steady Gaming. So I'd like to send you a T-shirt. So I will be putting together some sort of Discord this afternoon. So at least then I can repay any kindness that's done that way, because like I said, I'm not very good with that, and I don't know what to say. And you've absolutely blown. Assassin's Creed didn't expect to be a member here. Well, welcome to the SAS Crew membership. There'll be a membership video dropping every third Monday of the month, and I think, not sure, but we might truck. So KT plan acronym down for me. Let's get back to the drive-in. But Vitty, that is I don't know what to say. I'm absolutely blown away. Oh, you're too kind. All the best for you. Your great YouTube channel. Genuinely, thank you for the bottom of my heart. For someone who, like most of us, go through life and it's like, we do the best we can and we don't really get the breaks and stuff like that. And then someone comes along with that incredible kindness and it just blows you out the water because you don't see that kind of stuff coming. So, thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I will have a Discord up by the end of the day. And I would love, if you allow me, I would love to send you a SAS Crew t-shirt. That'd be really cool. Okay, let's get some wipers on. I thought perhaps we might be driving in the lovely driving in the lovely sunshine today, but sadly we're not. So that's the way it is. But that's very, very kind. And if you could break down the acronym for me, Assassin's King. OBS, I'm not too sure what that is. So I have spent quite a bit of money because I bought Ghost of Yotai, which I gotta say is absolutely stunning. So we'll just hold on a second. Why has that done that? I just wanna I see. So it's right there. Bloody hell, I feel like an absolute rookie. This is why I make long form content. But it's good to interact with you guys. It's good to kind of get on to live. You can see how well I enjoy my driving. I love driving. I drove as a professional bus driver for 7 years, and then I did 3 years on the coaches. So driving is certainly or professional driving is certainly in my veins. So it's great to do you know, trucking. I'm looking forward to the big long hauls that we'll do on Euro Truck and American Truck, and hopefully if you kind people would like to slot on in the back of the convoy or even head up front, I'm not particularly worried. I think that would be quite amazing. But Bitty's kindness is astonishing today, and I hope that that good karma comes your way for, you know, for being so kind. Good morning, Rob. I see a picture of a motorbike there. I hope you're well, Rob. Let's just check that trailer around. We can see it there in the mirror. I do find on the road is sometimes on the controller is slightly easier to look left and right. It's something that I'm still getting used to on the wheel. But good morning, Rob. Hope you're well. Did you find yourself picking up Ride 6, or are you picking up Ride 6 this week? I'm finding that I'm quite enjoying Ride 6. I may even be back for another crazy live stream. I've got a couple of days off just simply because Ride 6 dropped, and I thought I'll take a couple of days off and I'll cover Ride 6 on my channel, so I might be back with some more bikes. But it is Trucking Tuesday. This is what we do here on the channel. Trucks are on Tuesday, Wild West on Wednesdays. We have an overflow of Trucking Thursdays that sometimes sort of happens. We have Friday Horses, which I get is not everyone's cup of tea, but we have Biking Sundays. But at least having the schedule, you do know what's coming, and we had to put out a truck video today. Turning left here, we're trying not to breach that white line there, so we'll just tuck up nicely behind these cars as I get to read Rob's comment out and see what he says. Put the handbrake on. To be honest, I'm done at motorbike games. Tend to stick to trucking and farming. I don't blame you. I can tell you, if you oh, let's just get on those brakes. I still swear by it. The game that's currently on offer, I'm not sure if it's still on offer. It's £2.49, and it's Superbike 22, SBK 22, and it's an incredible game. Like it's a really decent. Don't listen to some of the reviews, because people leave bad reviews because they don't want to, you know, put in the time with bike racing. But if you want to see the super bikes, and if you want to go into a gravel pit and see all that gravel stuck in a soft compound of the tyre, then for £2.99 you won't go far wrong for SBK 22. It's an incredible game, honestly. So Dawn, thank you Dawn, so much for the big shout out. Welcome to the SAS crew members. I really appreciate it. We're getting loads of love today. That's very kind. It's I would normally be at work at this time, so don't really have an opportunity to sort of get behind the wheel or stream this early, and it's oh crikey, I am not making the best of this wheel. Some of these streets are actually quite tight, aren't they? Oh dear, welcome to my live stream. But thank you, Dawn. I appreciate the big shout out there. That's very, very kind. I think one of you mentioned about the OBS. I need to check that comment a second. Let's just pull up on these lights. I picked up SBK 22 after your video. I think it's good. I think reviewers don't like it because it was more challenging than MotoGP. It's solid. It's proper solid. Like, you have to watch your front and rear brakes because the front will wash out. You really have to get those lines as smooth, like a smooth entry and a smooth exit. You got to be careful on that throttle. But there's something about the game being so hard that makes it so alluring, I think. For me personally, I remember games like RBF Honda back in the day. I think it was on the Amiga. You know, we've had some really tough games over the years, and I think, you know, if you do have a couple of quid, you will not go far wrong with SPK 22 if you're into your bikes. But do bear in mind that it is a challenge. It is but it's rewarding because the bikes sound like they're ripping metal, and as they tear around these tracks, and yeah, it's very, very cool. What else we got here? Thanks for the offer, but I don't have Discord. Too old for such modern stuff. I can barely manage YouTube. Oh, bless you, Bitty. Well, if any way I can send you a t-shirt, I would send you a t-shirt. But if I'm unable to send you a t-shirt, then I would like to send you a whole lot of love. That's you know, that was an incredibly kind gesture that you did this morning, and beyond anything that I would even imagine. Shit, I think we need this left lane. And yeah, no, it means the absolute world to me. So there's a few comments to catch up with. Let's see if we can just reach over and check them out. So I picked up SBK, think it's good. The reviewers are like, yeah, we did that comment. Thank you, Jamie. I'll have a look for that. Rob, yeah, no, for £2, Rob, it's hard, but it's very, very good. Ob Studios is a streaming equipment in PC where you can showcase the game and maybe have a face cam if you want to have on your own alert. Sound a lot of gifts and super chats. So yeah, so it is something that I'm interested in for the Euro truck, to have like a camera for maybe my pedals. So there is blogs, there is videos of me talking in my music studio. It's something that I feel like, you know, I wanted to kind of do and sort of say hi to you guys. And like I said, I've got a members video coming up, which I've got so many members now. It's gonna be really cool. But we're gonna be there's a small gaming channel, and he's ever so lovely. His name is Paul, and he's called Fair Dinkum Gaming, and he doesn't like talking on the videos. And he recently did a walk around of his tractor, and I really dug it. Like, I really so I thought for my members videos, I have a pickup truck. I've got an L200 Barbarian. It's a 3 litre, and it's got obviously like it's got 4-wheel drive, and it's so I thought I might do like a little members video. I know it's not gaming, but it kind of is trucks. And the next members video might take you down to the sea, and we'll have a chat about, it'll always be gaming, but we'll talk about something. But I want to give something back to the members here, you know, just so it makes it a bit different, because yes, you get like Trucking Tuesday, Wild West Wednesday, Horses Friday, and then you also get Biking Sunday, and we do some live streams. But you know, if you're going to put down, what is it, £1.50 a month, I just feel like you should get something for that, you know. Because you know, you're helping my channel grow in a space, and I do want to stick around. Like, I want to be around for like 10 years. So, you know, and I've got other ideas for the channel. When I get to 1,000, I've got like another idea that how to engage with you guys. So I'm always kind of trying. So I do like the retro stuff more though. 80s and 90s bikes are my thing. I've got let me put my glasses up, a GPZ 750 Turbo that's a bit modernised, and you've got an RC30 Rebecca. Take me back in time. Yeah, take me back in time. Do you know, some of the older bikes on Ride 6, I bought a 1985, was it a Honda yesterday? I will be back on Ride 6 today. I'll be back on this afternoon, but I just needed to get a trucking video out. But yeah, there has got some, like I said, I bought the old Ninja, the 2005 Ninja. So we'll have to explore the used bike market this afternoon. So just trying to pitch a time that I think I might be back on. I reckon it might be something like 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock this afternoon. We'll jump back on, do some biking. I might as well, because we've got the early access, so I might as well make use of it and do a live stream. But yesterday I was oh, we need this right a sec. Let's just check that mirror. Yep, we're okay. I am looking forward to the big open roads on Euro Truck, I've got to say. I mean, God almighty, if that game drops anytime soon, we're going to be all over it, aren't we? And the thing is, it's going to be quite a money pit as well, because, yes, base game might be, I don't know, it could be anywhere between £20 and £40. It might run a £50 title with a couple of DLCs in there or something. Not really sure. And let's just move that camera around. Get this truck around here. Tis easier on the wheel, I've got to say. Auto camera there, managed to straighten the camera up. I prefer people talking videos. You understand stuff easier, but they're doing reviews and stuff. Yeah, there's so this Fair Income Gaming, he doesn't like talking, and he puts music over the videos. I know that's not everyone's cup of tea. I must admit, I prefer someone talking, just because if I'm doing the washing up or something, can we go straight over here? Can we? Blue car? Yeah, you stopped. I do like to get to know someone. If you're watching Jason from Game Tech or Fat Cat Caravan, you just get to sort of engage with them. You could be, I don't know, man, you could be having a bad day. You can come into the chat and sort of say, what up, Katie? Hope you're doing all right. And it's like, yeah, you all right? It's like, no, I'm having a bad day. And then we can all come together as a bit of a community and sort of say, hey, man, you're never alone. You might feel alone sometimes, but that's just the big wide world. But there's a lot of people out there that share a lot of passions together, and we get excited talking about our passions. And I'm gonna run this white line over this one here. But yeah, it looks like with 50 memberships, once again, a huge thank you, Bitty. That means that my first membership video is going to go out to a lot of people, which is incredibly cool. Something else was what I was supposed to add. It's nice to see you though, a Cat Assassin's King. As with everyone in the chat right now, so we've got Jamie Rocks, and we've got Rob in the chat, we've got Vitty, and yeah, a massive big hello to you all on this raining Tuesday, which is exactly what it's doing here in Essex right now. So I live in Essex. I've lived all over the country. You might think that I have a West Country accent, and you would be right. I'm originally from Somerset. Let's just try and use a stick rather than those left and rights, because they're sort of a bit easier to maybe do. So that's auto camera for me. We're getting used to it now. We're getting used to it. Yeah, that's a big shout out to Bitty Rob, who did do the memberships there. So like I said, we'll have a bit of a walk around. I'll try and shoot the video on a nice sunny day. We'll have a walk around the truck, the pickup truck. We'll have a bit of a chat, sit down and chat as members, and you'll get a members video every month. Now, how that looks like and what we do is I would love to go to some of the game cons and cover some of those as well. So I do have a lot of plans. Like I said, this channel I'm sort of treating as a 10-year plan, really. I'm 51 now, so if I can run this channel into my 60s, but gaming is something that I've been doing since I was 6, 7, 8 years old. I started on the Spectrum 48K, and then moved up to, where'd I go from that? I think it was then to the Amiga 520. Just gonna watch this one round. the Amiga 520 ST, and then onto the Mega Drive. I think I had N64 for a bit. Then I had, what was after the N64? Probably PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Never really got onto Xbox until recently, which was the little Series S, which is a decent little machine. I suppose we've all sort of, we're not going to do console war, by the way, because it's all love, isn't it? You know, just 10 years, I thought you were going to do gaming forever. Assassin. Yeah, well, no, absolutely, I'd love to. You know, it's something that I'm really passionate about, and I think the genres that we have here, of course, I play shooting games. I'm really interested in the Ghost Recon that's coming. You know, I also play racing games as well. Not so much anymore, but I do enjoy them. But you know, I'm trying to keep the channel's identity with just the trucks, bikes, and horses, and that sort of opens up a bit of a. But you know, it might grow as it goes, and you know, and as the channel grows, we might sort of have like a membership thing where we do shooting games or racing games or whatever, you know. So you know, I'm pretty open to how the channel will evolve over time. But certainly while it's in its infancy, you need to kind of, or I believe, you need to keep the niches pretty tight in order to grow, so you can set some sort of foundation for the channel, you know. Jamie says, no, beg your pardon, it's Rob. Rob says, haha, it's scary, I'm 55 and still think I'm 18. Started on the Specky too. Yeah, the Specky. Did you have the 48K, or did you have the 12K with the rubber keyboard, rubber buttons, or were you posh, Rob? Did you have the Spectrum 128? Okay. This is quite a long journey, isn't it? But hey, we're waffling. It's not about the trucking today, it's just about the waffle, isn't it? But we have got the Scania coming into this game, and talking about old bikes, I think it would have been nice to see some older trucks in this game. You know, like the, maybe they could have put DAF, like, you know, the Leyland DAF trucks. Maybe they could have brought Iveco. I think it's going to be interesting to see what Tox 2 actually decide to do with this, with these titles of games. You know, we spoke about it 100 times before, but I think On the Road really is going to be the one that suffers the most, because one, it's in Germany, and two, it has Amstrad 464. Look at that, we're all coming out of the woodwork now. Busy. I used to love it. It used to be my escapism, like, you know, back in the day. Used to just, do you remember buying the magazines, and then like there'd be like, you could enter code in, and it'll be like semicolon, la la la, and it'll be dot dash, and then you'd run this program that would spin a cube or something, or make a little kind of stick man jump up and down, and you'd put all this coding in just to get that done. Back in the day, you know, the new generation, man, I tell you what, we used to do a lot. We did and we've seen a lot of change as well, and I think, oh crikey, Paul right in front of me. I think that's when I play, like, I'm playing Ghost of Yotai right now, and honestly, the game is just absolutely finger-licking good. It's incredibly, it's so beautiful. I think coming from an era that we've come from, I stood on top of a mountain yesterday, and I think I was looking at the sea, and Dawn, a Commodore 16 megabyte. Oh, Dawn, it's yeah, it's cool to reminisce, and you know, and when you see the graphics, well, some of the graphics that we do get into, finger looking good. Time to arrive. What up, Fat Cat's in the house? Good morning, Fat Cat. On for a cheeky Trucking Tuesday stream, because I'm so behind with my videos. But yeah, no, it's good to have the Fat Cat in the house. Of course, he's covering RPGs now. He's knee deep into KCD2. I'm doing good, Fat Cat. Yeah, I'm doing good. I got off to a bit of a bumpy start because I was forgetting all the controls, and it's the trouble when you come back on these games and that, and you think, how'd you get the wipers on? How'd you turn the lights of the truck on? We won't have this too much longer because we will all be rotting. Can we move over to the right? Vitty is hi Dino. Dino's in the house. Dino, aka Fat Cat Caravan. Yeah, it's all good. But yeah, you know, I think we will be rotting on Euro Truck and American Truck. I'm going to try and do the two back to back. I think they're both very different. Obviously, I think you know, with I think with Euro Truck, it's going to be a lot of the roads are going to be a little bit more windy. But with the big American roads, we'll be able to sit back and relax and go on some big convoys. So yeah, no, it's going to be terrific when those games drop. But we were talking about the price, you know, regardless of what the base game price is going to be, whether it's 20, 30 or 40 pounds. I know, Fat Cat, it literally blew me away. Vitty's kindness is beyond cosmic. It's I you know, and to help like a young channel like mine, watching that little bloody, we've cropped in, look at that bastard, to help, you know, the visibility of my channel in that way. I've got a member video dropping on the third Monday of each month, and now the first member video that I drop is going to be available to, you know, what do we have? I don't know, probably 5 members I had, and now we've got 50 members. That's beyond, you know, the kindness of Vitty is beyond anything that I've ever seen before in my life. Yeah, Bitty is a sweetheart, and we've been talking about old gaming, you know, gaming as a community, and gamers that we, you know, that it gets in our blood, gaming, and but yeah, but no, I think, you know, it's a shame that they've not brought older trucks to this franchise, and it'll be interesting to see what Tox 2 do in order to keep this game alive, you know. Maybe if everyone's concentrating on the new trucks, maybe they should need to populate this game full of old trucks and make it an old trucking sim. I don't know. The future is they just have to think outside the box and be a bit creative with how they think their next trucking game is going to look. So I'm sorry that it's quite a grey, miserable day. Normally we do get the sunshine on this game. How have we been driving 26 minutes? I mean, I never go for the 3 stars anyway, but yeah. Oh, KT missed my comment. Hold on, Assassin's King. Let me run back to get you. In my personal opinion, no shooting game can beat Rainbow Six Siege, in my opinion. Also, don't be too hopeful when it comes to Aerosoft or Tox 2. They haven't done that well. Rainbow Six Siege, I mean, the Rainbow series, wow, you know, back in the day. I know Dave Cloyster is a huge Rainbow Six Siege fan, and Are you not looking forward to the Tom Clancy Ghost Recons? In regards to Tox 2 and Aerosoft not doing very well, I mean, I don't know, at the moment, take a look at this game. I mean, hold on a second, can we just knock that off there? Hold on, let's just knock... That's what... Yeah, we'll just take that off a second. I think I would like to cut Tox 2 a little bit of slack. I think on the road, although they could have pushed onto that title a little bit better, because it was very slow moving through the 3 or 4 years it's been available on the console, and we've not seen that many updates for it. You know, the games do look great, and you know, when you pitch a game like this against the Dutch Connection or American Dream, I know which one I'd rather play. And you know, and at the moment on consoles, this is your pinnacle trucking. There's not really, it runs, you know, if you look at Alaskan Road Truckers, that's number 3 for me. I think On the Road is still number 1 at the moment for me, and I think this is probably number 2. I do love Alaskan Road Truckers, you know, but I couldn't not cut them some slack, because I think that they have been quite pioneering in the way of utilising a small team to bring a fairly decent trucking game to the genre. So again, you know what we say on the channel, opinions are like assholes and everyone has one, and Fat Cat saying SCS is going to kill them. Well, I hope they don't. This is just my opinion, because I don't want to live in a world where there's only one truck game or 2 ETS and ATS, because suddenly you want the competition. I'm not saying that these guys are bringing like really big competitions, but what I'm saying is that if you don't have, I'll talk to you about in the way of burgers, right? So let's just knock that engine off if we can. Double tap the... Oh, fuck it, just jump out. Yeah, 2 stars. Normally what I get, to be honest. So let's talk about burgers, right? Burgers and trucks. So if you only had one burger franchise in the world, you would be quite sad, because you need other burgers around, right? And to me, it's the same with trucking games. Like, regardless of what they look like, sound like, you know, you always want people coming up going like, oh yeah, but yeah, they do this and that, but we could do this, or we could bring old trucks in, or we could make this truck game based in the 1980s and have an open world, like a fictional open world where you can stop by diners and play blackjack with other people. The possibilities and the creativity around the possibilities of what you could do, I would rather have than sort of saying, you know, like we just need, you know, one. Yeah, so I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say that I always want that there's other truck games out there, regardless of whether they're big or a small company. I think, you know, and here's the biggest thing, you know, if you, right, so let's just jump out. So if we just continue this a second. It's raining. I bloody hate it when it's raining. It seems so loud in my microphone, in my headphone. But see, here's the thing, right? So this rain is petering over the top of the roof, okay? And we've got rain just dancing on that windshield. And it's... And not only that, I don't know if you can see it on your TV, but you can see the rain drops landing on the windscreen, but you can also see the sort of like diagonal rain coming through this, like looking out of the window, I can also see the rain coming through. And so my point is that no matter, even if it's like a small company, if there's love, that's love and passion been put into a game, then it doesn't need to be a big budget. If they've done the best they can and they've tried to think about, this, that, or the other, then yeah, that's just me. But what have we got here then? So I'm looking forward to Road Kings by Saber SnowRunner. So am I, to be fair, although I'm on the fence with Saber at the moment. And the reason being is, if you take a look at, say, Roadcraft, they've got so many games on the pipeline right now. They've got SnowRunner, which is the king of kings, in my humble opinion. The way the animation of the driver, just the sounds, the way the terrain moves under the wheels. You go to Roadcraft, and the way it moves to the water is not as good as SnowRunner. Roadcraft doesn't even have an animated driver. Like, the driver's like, I call him Dead Dave. Like, he doesn't even move. So my worry about Saber is the fact that they're spinning too many plates now. So they're still making content for SnowRunner. I believe they've dropped Roadcraft. You've got Docked. Is it Docked? I think it's called Docked, isn't it? Then you've got Road Kings. I wonder whether they're spreading their butter a little bit too thin. So I'm hoping Road Kings is going to be good, but I worry, and I hope it's going to be good. Aerosoft is a publisher. Besides the Unreal Engine update, this one is trying to be ETS though. Okay. Yeah, Road Kings looks good too, because devs Viti. Aerosoft is a publisher. Besides the Unreal Engine update, we're not going to get any new updates for Tourist Bus Sim, and maybe several months or years, definitely for ATS. ETS will beat Toxium. Yeah, it's definitely going to be several months for ETS and ATS, I think. But yeah, Busbound, you want to head over to the Young Fat Cat for all the bus stuff at the moment. I am a bus driver, but at the moment I'm trying to kind of keep all my niches all in a nice little straight line. So won't be long before a bus game exists where the SAS crew get on board and chat away whilst we're driven around. Rob, it's coming, man. Like I said, I drove buses in the city of Bath, and then I moved up to Birmingham, and I drove buses 6 years in. I'm still waiting for a decent bus game. That's my problem. It needs to be something that I purely indulge myself and my stories in, and I don't know which game that's going to be, but it will come. It will come. Let's choose one we've not done. Modern agriculture. We'll do one more, and then we'll probably sign off. So let's get some lights on. Let's throw the GPS off, and you guys are sat next to me in this passenger seat here, and we'll just get this started up, and let's go and pick up our next job. And but I'm very grateful for all the company today. And yeah, Rob, won't be too long before you'll be on the KT SAS crew bus, and we'll take a let's just get onto this road a sec, and we'll tell you some stories about some of my bus stories of how I almost ran an old woman over. I can tell you that story now, couldn't I? I can tell you that story now. Let's get some wipers up. They're in the back of the van, Fat Cat coach. I was driving a coach once, one of the big National Express ones, the big ears on the front, and convoys. That'll be the fun will be ETS2 and convoys. I cannot wait, Jamie. It's going to be so cool running up behind my black truck, and I cannot wait to see all your liveries on your trucks, and it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun, man. We'll have some party chat, and we'll all be sharing stories and talking about life and love and chocolate. Maybe not chocolate much anymore, but But let's tell you the story about this coach. So I think it was on the M42, which sort of circles sort of South Birmingham, really. And traffic just come to an absolute standstill. And so we're sat there, and I'm in this bloody great big coach, of course, and we're sat there for hours. Of course, it's all right for all the guys because they can jump out their car and go up the verge and dip behind a tree, but the poor women out there, not quite so easy. And so suddenly I had this woman come and knock on the coach door, indicating with her legs crossed that she needed to use the loo. And of course I do have a toilet on board, but I also have probably around, I don't know, maybe about 50 people on board as well. And I said to her, no, you can't I can't let you on. And she was like, just let me on, I need to use the toilet. And I'm like, so you might know, on the outside of buses and coaches there's a button. As you look at the door on the bus or on the coach, it'll be on your right hand side, and you're able to open the door from the outside. But if you hold the button on the inside of the coach, you can hold the door shut. So you're basically holding the close button down. I was like, no, you're not coming on. And the reason I made that decision is because suddenly you have I would have an absolute queue outside the coach of women trying to come on board and use the toilets. And I just can't do that. I just can't do that. So yeah, I have 1,000 stories about buses and coaches, and I would love to be able to share more of them with you. About someone on my bus having an epileptic fit. Another one on my bus was I had a fight on the top deck. I didn't personally have the fight, by the way. It wasn't me. Let's just check this right mirror as we come over a sec. Yeah, we're okay. But this person came up to me and said, driver, there's fighting upstairs. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. So but I'll tell all those stories and many, many more when a bus game drops that I feel like I really want to dive into. And I want them to be, I know we've got real buses on some of these, like Firm Bus and stuff, but I think some of it is also to do with my YouTube channel being still quite young, so I'm just keeping these genres really locked down. But it is coming, the bus stories, and they will come. But try not to peak too early, you know. But I am so grateful for the people that stick around. There's some people that's going to be here for the trucks. There's some people that's going to be here for the bikes. There's some people that's going to be here for the Wild West. Probably not that many, but you know, it's a great story and it's a fantastic franchise that's very close to my heart. I can hear a car on the outside. There he is. But yeah, you know, I do want to settle into this channel for the next 10 or 15 years if I can, you know. So I'm grateful for all the members that support here so early on. We do have the SAS crew badges that you'll see next to your name. So if you've been here for a month, then it will be bronze. If you've been here for 2 months, then it will be silver. I think 3 months is gold or yellow, and then I think 6 months you'll then go to a KT crew red, and then I think a year you go for a yellow KT crew, and then I will hopefully be doing something a bit special for those year-long members as well. So the thought is here, and you know, the idea is is here to kind of support you guys who support me, you know. Hopefully SAS brings the bus expansion to ETS. Man, I tell you, that could be the key. And then if you've got the modding community, oh, let's get on those brakes, then suddenly I could repurchase my old coach, and we could go on to... Is Fair Dinkum in the chat? Good evening, folks. Fair Dinkum, Paul, a lovely guy who has recently done a talkie video, which is really nice. Do go and check out his channel. He only has a few subscribers, and he's a wonderful guy that always pops into my chat, and it's always great to have him. Oh, we can knock off these wipers now. And oh, that's better. Look, the sun's come out. I've not got to shout over the rain. But Fair Dinkum Gaming, I loved his walk around of his tractor, and it sort of inspired me to do my first member video of a walk around of my pickup truck, which is coming, well, I think it's next week, next Monday. And very kindly, thanks again to Vitty, who made everyone members today. That members video will be dropping next Monday. Is there an SAS shop? I'd love an SAS travel cup for my car, Dawn. No, there's some t-shirts in the making, but I haven't quite got to the cups yet. But thank you, Dawn. Dawn's still listening there in the background, and yeah. For those who may not realise, Dawn is my partner as well, who's listening in. So, g'day, Dawn. Hope you're well. I thought you were supposed to be working today, not listening to the slow and steady SAS crew stream. But I love the branding. I really do. I love you guys as the SAS crew, and it's cool, man. And I really celebrate it, and I'm so proud. Oh, let's just keep this on the straight and narrow. But yeah, Dawn, good morning, Dawn. She's a big supporter, actually. She's one of these people in the world. If you only knew someone with a laser engraver, yes, she has a laser engraver. So Dawn is someone who is one of those people in life who encourage people. You've got some people out there that sort of like, you know, who look on others as maybe, oh, we've got to turn right here, you know, who don't like to see other people succeed. And those type of people, please keep out of your circle, because you want people in your life who sort of say, actually, that's really good, you know, you're doing really well, you know, you're making something. And, you know, that's not to say that you should say to everyone that they're brilliant in everything that they do. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that you need to be disillusional with people. That certainly happens with people who are maybe in Hollywood and everyone says that their shit smells of roses. I'm not saying that you should say everything's brilliant. I'm just saying, having someone around you, oh, can this rain just fuck off? I'm just saying that having someone around you who is positive and honest, and, you know, it is incredible. And that's probably around 5-6 years this year. 6 years. And she definitely is that person who will see, you know, always the positive in the negative. And even if life's hard, you know, which it is sometimes, it's peaks and troughs, isn't it? It's up and down, and that's the wonders of life, really. So up to this T-junction. Oh, bless you, Dawn. Look, let's not get soppy on my. Everyone needs a Dawn, Rob. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, she's just super positive. She's also a realist as well. She'll tell you when it's real, and, you know, and when shit gets real. But she'll also sort of say, like, no, you got this, you know. Like, so I do my music. She's not particularly into rock and metal. She's not really into her sort of like Slayer and Machine Head. But, you know, and that's okay. She's not like into everything, but she, you know, she's got a good head on her. And best way to start the day. Yeah. So yeah, next Monday will be my my members video, which I'm really looking forward to. And I'll try and keep it. I'm also the management. Yeah. Um, it's a long story. I released the EP last year. Was it last year? I did all the drums for it. I did the bass guitar for it. I did the vocals. I did the guitar. Everything on it. I produced it myself. Did all the artwork, but Dawn also helped with the artwork. And we also made a record company. So we created this company, and yeah, it's got two it's quality control, yeah. But no, it's all right. So here we are. Oh, have we missed it? Fuck, hold on. Here we are. Right, this will be the last one that we do. So we'll pull up here. Hopefully when this mission starts, it will be sunny. So handbrake. And let's knock off those wipers.
New technology has to be transported from Velslo in a southerly direction to the cooperative site near Creedau. The route takes you over some challenging passages with steep inclines and declines, tight bends, hairpins, and small junctions. Always keep an eye on the last axle and the brake pressure.
Absolute pleasure to have you rock alongside me for a little bit, Jamie. Thank you once again for jumping in, and should be back probably around 2 o'clock for a little bit of biking. So take good care of yourself. Really appreciate you popping in. Have an amazing day, and thanks again, Jamie. Just take care. Thank you for popping in. So it looks like this one is not something I'm going to enjoy that much. We've got steep inclines and declines, tight bends, hairpins, small junctions. This is going to be a barrel of fun. So let's have a walk. Thank goodness me, it's not raining. So we'll have a look around the truck. Not going to do a walk around check, although I'll talk about one of those when we do the when we actually do some of the buses and stuff. We'll talk about walk around checks. But here's our load, and we'll try and finish up about 11 o'clock if we can. So let's jump in here and let's get the truck started. Throw some lights up. Let's get that GPS off the screen. And handbrake. Okay, so it's not that long a train. Oh, actually, before we do that, let's take a look at the map and see if we can... Oh, look how windy this is, look. The real Men of Steel is in the house. Wow, that's definitely a username. Real Men of Steel. When's this update coming? Well, I looked on their Discord this morning, and obviously that they did state it would be early February. Now the thing is, we are approaching mid-February, so I would think it's going to be dropped anytime soon. They're saying the latest correspondence is they're just checking for bugs and fixes to make sure that they release their DLC in a very good quality way rather than releasing something that's broken. So I think it's maybe going through the last sort of the last sort of checks. I think they'll keep their word. I think it's going to drop in February, but there's no official news of the drop. But it's still being worked on. They said early February, and welcome back, Fat Cat. So hopefully we'll get to see it quite soon. Okay, so here we are then. So we've got a lovely day, and we've got a left turn out of here. Let's put that indicator on. Let's just check this way. That's clear. Oh, this is not clear this way. Now, some of these junctions you come out of are very bloody busy. So we've got a white car. I do this in real life. The white car. See, look at this traffic that's coming down. We might have to nudge ourselves out. Look at traffic, just oncoming traffic. And I found this on a couple of the junctions that you do in heavy cargo. That's in. We've got a lorry coming now, a car behind that. Sorry about that. Now another car, now another car. Oh my god, see, look at this. See, this is the trouble with some of these junctions. So I'm going to see if I can nudge out a little bit. I don't normally do third person. So we've got clear on the right. You'd think that lorry driver would let me out, wouldn't you? I can't quite see with this camera. Hold on. See, look at this yellow car. No one's let me out. And they just keep coming. Let's have that red one. Right, let's pop this curb. Let's get back in. Check that round. So we're watching that back axle there. Beautiful. Okay. Right, now we're on the road again. So we didn't have no accidents there, but we did have to push out just to you know, make that available. Now this is a tight and bendy thing, which I really don't enjoy that much, to be honest. It's I think it's one of the downfalls of this map. I get that sometimes it would be tight and windy, but it seems all too common on this map. And one of the beautiful things I like about On the Road is the fact that you know, you've got those big open roads where you can just really kind of put cruise control on and relax. Now I'm going to run this out a bit wide here. Just run that. Okay, that's not too bad. See, I do need to play around with the manual gears actually. I don't know if there's manual gears on this game, but I haven't got a permanent wheel set up. So when I do set it up, it's well, yeah, I think if you have a permanent setup for a wheel, you can sort of set all the gears up, and you know, but it is something that I will get sorted for Euro Truck. It's something that I want to get sorted for Euro Truck, and I do look forward to running some convoys as well. What's Dawn saying now? Hey, Fat Cat Caravan. Brian Thompson. Hey KT, love the videos. I'm stuck on heavy cargo trying to get 3 stars on all the missions. With the wing to sea is a nightmare. Okay. Keep getting, what's this? Keep getting damage from somewhere. It's probably down to some of these roads and some of the corners. You know, it's really quite difficult. I think I respect anyone who's getting 3 stars on some of these missions. I don't set myself that bar. I just get 2 stars and I enjoy the game. I try not to bring too much stress to my games. But thank you for enjoying the videos. I do appreciate you sticking around, and a very good morning to you, Brian. It might be something that I go back to and get some 3 stars, but it just puts... See, the thing is that trucking for me has always been like quite a relaxing affair. Look at this as we come up over this crest, look. See that morning sun or evening sun, whichever it would be, and you know, so to think about time, or to think about, let's see if we can spin this camera so we can see that mirror, just as we come around here, so we can check that axle a sec. But yeah, look at some of these corners. See, they are quite tight, and if you've been watching PMG, he also has the same problem. See, we've caught up on that now. And this is one of the things that I really loathe about heavy cargo, is some of these tight corners. So let's have a look at this, right? Let's spin it around. So here's our trailer, right? So we need to be out. Let's drag it out a little bit. We need to be... Fuck you. We need to be out here to make sure that that axle is coming around. See, look how tight that is. Love the animated character there. And now this is the most annoying thing about this game. So if you're having a problem with the stars, we can see that we need more road than this, right, to get it around. Let's back this up a sec. And for someone who likes immersion and someone who likes to get around, Right, let's just... Right, so we need a lot of this road to come around, would you agree? To get that axle around. Love seeing the character's animation in this game is second to none. So that's what Tox 2 need to sort out, in my humble opinion. Now there's a lot of I hope Fat Cat agrees, but if you do watch PMG, he's had the very same trouble as me, and if you play this game, maybe you do as well. But some of the routes that you have for these trailers, they simply won't go around some of the bends without you impeding on the other side of the road. And it's quite frustrating, I think, because, you know, you want to come on and chill out to the trucking. This bend goes round here. So again, this is another tight bend. You know, any trucker worth his salt is going to take up some part of the opposite road to get. You can see the axle there in that mirror look. We're already breaching that grass. So any truck driver worth his salt is going to be having some of the other part of the road to get around, because it won't go. You know, even as a coach driver or a bus driver, you have to swing over to the other side of the road, and you have to do it with caution, obviously. But you do need to swing over to the other side of the road to get the back end round. And then, of course, with a bus, or certainly with a coach, you have what you call tail swing. So the back axle is often 6 to 8 feet further in the vehicle than what the tail swing is. So the tail swing of the vehicle is the very, very back of the tail swing is the back of the coach, or the back of the bus. And so as you come around, it's not just the wheels you're watching that tail swing as it comes out. You know, and there's been many a bus driver that's been caught with the tail swing. So, you know, when they said that this mission was going to be bendy and windy, I'm just like, oh my days, it's going to be a right old mare. Now, I would also love to be able to put up a, and you can tell me in the chat if you can, an artificial mirror on the right-hand side, which would mean that I could just watch that right-hand side as we come around some of the bends, just so I can check that side of the trailer. So there's a lot of work to be done here, and you know, we have the economy road, and this is one of my pet peeves, is this map. This map is so here we are going around a right, and I can't watch that right hand side very well, and I do need to check out that auto center, because it does auto center back. But yeah, I get on my little soapbox really. So I think, for me, I mean, if this is just simply for me, right, extra mirror would be an absolute bonus. I completely agree, Fair Dinkum. Yeah, it's how that has not been implemented into this game yet is beyond me, because it would just mean that you could check that right side a lot better, and potentially it would just mean that you could keep the truck, you know, real tucked up on that right hand side when you're going around those bends. You know, nearly all the other trucking games have that inside mirror. Now I appreciate it's not real life, but the thing is, of real life is you would actually flick your eyes over to the right in an absolute momentum. But with this, you've got to do the stick, see, and when you're on the steering wheel, it's not the easiest of things to be doing. But see, one of the interesting things about Euro Truck and American Truck, and it's going to be interesting to see what they do with the console versions, is with the PC, if you go into a multiplayer lobby, there is no NPCs. So it's full of real truckers, and then potentially coach drivers in a minute, because it will be full of coach drivers as well, which will only make the game seem more alive. With the road trip DLC on ATS, you're then going to have cars. So it's a good move by SCS, I gotta say. But how the multiplayer is going to look on the console is still quite interesting to me, because I don't quite know how they're going to pull it off, you know. You know, is it going to be a live server like Truckers MP? I mean, I hope so. You know, I want to see real truckers on the road, and but it's exciting times, isn't it? Who'd have thought that we would get it? And it you know, I know I talk about the burgers scenario with you. You know, we always want different burger chains. That doesn't mean that SCS won't be the king. You know, and so they should be. SCS purely do those two titles, and they've been doing them for many, many years, and it's a labour of love, those titles. You know, it's not like some of these game companies that are turning out other titles, like Sabre including, you know, trying to sort of put out 3 different titles. All SCS do, I believe, is trucking. And if they can make their world come even more alive with some cars and buses and coaches in the world, then it's going to be quite incredible. But you know, the future for trucking, or and I love it. I really do. It's a huge passion of mine, and that's not just because, you know, as a kid I used to go with my dad on the trucks. You know, I also drive or have driven really large vehicles, so I enjoy the challenge, you know. So again, another right-hander. We'll just breach over a little bit because it's not that hard a turn. At least it's not raining today, but I shouldn't imagine we're too far off. But yeah, I just want to shout out really to all the people that stick around on my channel, and you know, and I really genuinely really appreciate it a lot. You know, and I always want to try and put out some, you know, quality content as best I can, the best of my ability, and hopefully over the years that will just get better, you know. So I get on those brakes slightly. It was quite a windy, long road. I wouldn't imagine we're too far off now, really. Another right-hander. Again, that mirror needed. Got my little fan there on the dash in case it gets hot. But I cannot wait to see everyone's trucks. It's going to be super exciting on Euro Truck and American Truck. I think one of the downfalls, and whether it will come, because they, you know, Fat Cat was saying that they did do a beta for it, is I would like to get out of the truck on Euro Truck and American Truck. I wonder how hard it would be to implement, because if we all pull up at services, I want to come around and walk around your truck, you know. Right, so here we go, another tight corner. Just going to swing this camera around, and we'll run that white line as best we can. Bloody hell. What do you make of that? I don't know what to make of it. It's really difficult. So we will not be. Who was saying they wanted 3 stars? Brian. Yes, we will. We will not be getting our 3 stars today. So much so that when I thought which trucking video should I do on Trucking Tuesdays for this live stream today, one of my fears of coming into this game was something like this, like giving a bad representation of myself driving, and I really didn't want to do that. But I thought, well, no, we haven't done a heavy cargo one in a long time. Let's do that. Hiding my car keys. Listen, I was look, we've got another one here. I was pretty much stood pretty still looking at that. Dawn's seeing my driving now. Fuck off. Oh, it's funny, isn't it? It's funny. Yes, I'm laughing with you. So it's one of the reasons Destruction Derby's Tuesdays. Oh, at least we're having a laugh, right? We're having a bit of a laugh. But it is. They are tight and twisty roads. So when a bus game comes, I'll talk about some of the accidents that I've had on buses. We'll talk about some of those. There's not been many, but there's been a couple. So when that bus game does drop, we'll have lots of stories. Brian, I love trucking games, though I lose track of time when playing them. Yes, exactly. I mean, we're fast approaching. What are we now? 10 to 10. We're doing okay. But we started, I don't know, about 10 past 8. I mean, imagine how much time we're going to lose on these bloody SCS games. It's going to be something else, isn't it? But this is why I should do maybe a few more live streams, because I get to kind of have a bit of a heavy cargo wreckfest. Thank you, Paul from Fair Income Gaming. This is why I perhaps should try and do a few more live streams, because we're coming in and we're having a bit of a laugh, and that is what gaming is all about. You know, the thing is, in many ways, certainly as you get older, you know, sometimes it can be quite a solitary affair, and sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes you want to be left alone with your game, with your thoughts, and but as we get older, you know, some of your gaming friends don't game so much anymore, and to come together as a community and do some gaming or do a convoy is going to be ecstatic, you know, and I really am looking forward to it, you know. So the future is bright. Yeah, Katie, you've considered Wreckfest. Yeah, I love Wreckfest. I do actually quite like Wreckfest. Right, let's see if we can do this in third person then. So we're watching that mirror on the right. We can already see that we're breaching that grass. Let's push it through. What was I talking about? I was talking about community gaming together, and yeah, I think the trucking community is going to come together, and we will be doing convoys and stuff, and you know, bike racing not so much. You don't really sort of hook up with one another on bike racing, not so much, but you know, I do love my Red Dead character on Red Dead 2. I love that world, and whether you're a fan of Grand Theft Auto, I play Farm Sim for a bit of peace, but it would be better with a few others play, and maybe can yourself crashing through buildings. Thanks, Rob. Thanks for the vote of confidence there. Yes, that would brighten your day. You're just trundling along in your tractor, and it's like you can see these flashing beacons up on the horizon. Oh no, KT's back out on the road again. I'm not this bad. I'm really not this bad. See, if that escort vehicle behind was any... Fuck off! If that escort vehicle behind was worth anything, it would be in front of me, not behind. Look, I'm losing my reputation here. I take my driving very seriously. And this game. Do you know, it's laughing is the medicine of life, isn't it? Or something like that. So it's okay. It's okay. But yes, you're right about the farm. So I've got my horse ranch at the moment on Farming Sim. And I gotta say, it's peaceful. I've really enjoyed putting my little cluster of houses together with my truck barn. That will be coming to the channel every now and again on Fridays. And yeah, I've really enjoyed Farming Sim 25. What an incredible game. If there's an opportunity to run a community farm, I think that would be cool. I have seen channels try to do it before. I don't really know how successful it would be, because it's not something that I've tried to do. But the next really, I'm sort of gotta walk the dog now. Lovely to see you all. Thanks once again, Bitty, from the bottom of my heart for your incredible kindness today. It will not be forgotten, and anytime soon. And thank you to all the new members here that you very kindly give an opportunity to give some visibility to my members Monday, which is coming up next week. So from the bottom of my heart, genuinely, Bitty, that your kindness was beyond incredible, and I'm very grateful to the 50 new members. That's crazy. Honestly, absolutely crazy. So we'll jump out. I reckon we might actually get 3 stars on this one. We got 3 stars! How did we get 3 stars? Like, how did I literally get 3 stars? That didn't. Material damage to obstacles, none. There's a little bit of damage, maybe. 17% to the load, look. We got 3 stars. I can't even fathom how we managed to get 3 stars on that. That's crazy. 3 stars, Brian. Well, look, we're going to come to the end of the stream. I will be back at 2:00 to do some more bike racing with you. So if you do want to see some Ride 6 today, because I'm off of work, I'll jump back on and we'll do some Ride 6. Must have paid someone off, Paul. Yeah, Paddington Gaming. So as we, bear with me a second, hold on. So as we normally do at the end of the Slow and Steady stream, is we run back through all the comments and we shout out everyone. This is something that I do on the end of every stream. So first through the chat, first through the door was Mr. Jamie Rocks. A big shout out to you, Jamie. Thank you for jumping in and saying that you also, you said the internet is just as bad down here when you don't live in a big city. Thanks, Jamie, for jumping in. Next in was Assassin's King. Thank you for the interaction, Assassin's King. Always good to hear from you and really appreciate your opinions. Next up was Vitty and her kindness to be able to do something like this and be able to shout all you guys as bronze members for the SAS crew is a huge honour, and genuinely from the bottom of my heart, thank you to anyone who becomes a member here on this channel. Next up we have a few people jump in then. Nope, these are all members, bear with. Jamie, Vitty, Rob was next in the chat, loving the chat, Rob, and there on his farm. Doesn't do the bikes quite so much anymore, but do check out SBK22. Literally a couple of pounds at the moment, and it's fantastic. More chat from Assassin's King, Jamie Rocks, of course, Vitty, rolling through the chat. Dawn, Beaumont Jewel, my lovely partner, popped in, and I was chatting to everyone here. We were talking about retro gaming and stuff, so super cool. Big shout out to Dawn, who is working from home today and is in the upstairs office. More chat from Rob. Of course, then we had the Fat Cat Caravan join the show. Fat Cat, always good to see you, and someone who has been a huge supporter of not just the channel but also of me getting this channel off the ground, so always appreciated with all your advice. Assassin's Creed, we've got Assassin's King, sorry. More chat from Jamie, rolling through the chat. Fat Cat, then Fair Dinkum Gaming joined in. the lovely Paul down there in Australia. Do check out his channel. He's made a wonderful video of him walking around a tractor. It's a really good video on Fair Dinkum Gaming, so do head over and go and get him a bit of love there. Next up in the chat, let's just roll through. Dice Man, Dice Man is in the chat. Big shout out to Dice Man. Thank you for jumping in late in the day. It's always good to see you. Sadly, this is the end of the stream. You guys have been awesome. I've been KT. I will see you on the next one. I will see you at 2 o'clock. Take good care of yourself, and I'll see you soon. Bye.